A monster is preparing to attack you. The portal is quickly closing. A giant stone ball comes rolling towards you. There's only one thing left to do. Run. Plenty of times in 5e, you're going to need to run. Whether from a monster, a trap, or the overwhelming debt you have in a small town, it pays to be fast. Today I'm going to be taking a look at how to achieve top speeds in this game. The purpose of this is to create a sprinter. We're not making someone who can travel at high speeds for a long time, just earth-shattering velocity for a few moments. This build will need 20 levels in different classes, need tons of resources, and plenty of party members willing to give you boons. It's not practical in any way. So, let's get into it. There's a YouTube video by a guy a lot more knowledgeable than me out there with a lot more details on this build in the description. I urge you to check it out if you want to learn more. It shall serve as the base for our Speedster build. I'm following the guide on D&D Wiki you can find a link to in the description, although I do add upon it later. We start with a Tabaxi, from Volo's Guide to Monsters. Tabaxi has a base speed of 30 feet, which is fine, but its feline agility is what we're really after. It can double its speed as a free action. The only limitation is that it must spend a turn moving 0 feet in order to use it again. This doesn't matter because, of course, we're building a sprinter. To start, we need 10 levels of Monk. The unarmed movement gives us 20 feet bonus to speed. We'll need to keep a close eye on the wording for these features, whether they give us a bonus to speed or walking speed. It's a small distinction that would be important later. Next, we need 5 levels in Barbarian. The fast movement feature gives us a plus 10 to our speed. We also take the Totem of the Elk, which gives us plus 15 to walking speed. 2 fighter levels give us Action Surge, and finally the Blade Singer Wizard gives us Blade Song feature, and a plus 10 to walking speed while using it. Now, the build on the wiki uses Mystic levels to get a little bit more speed, but I want to keep this build to only things in official content, so I'll substitute it for 2 more Monk levels. This doesn't get us anything helpful, but it gives us an ability score improvement. Next, we need the Mobile feat, giving us plus 10 to speed, and make sure to cast Long Strider on yourself, giving you a plus 10 to speed for an hour. Now, we have a base walking speed of 70 feet while not applying any effects to yourself, and 105 feet while blade singing, raging, and under the effects of Long Strider. You can dash with your action, your bonus action, thanks to the Monk Step of the Wind, take an additional action thanks to the Action Surge, and double it all thanks to Feline Agility. This all together allows you to move a whopping 920 feet on your turn. Currently, the speed sits at 104.5 miles per hour. What's more, you can have your readied movement on your previous turn, expending it as a reaction with the condition of your Artificer Budding saying, go, giving you an additional 115 feet on that round for a total of 1035 feet in one round. That's 6 seconds. It doesn't end there. A few magic items significantly increase your speed. We'll need the Boots of Speed, which allow you to use your bonus action to double your speed, which lasts for 10 minutes. A Potion of Speed gives you the effect of the Haste spell for 1 minute. This doubles your speed and grants you an additional action. Adding these to your build, you have doubled your speed twice and gain the use of another action, which we'll of course use to dash. You now have a walking speed of 460 feet. Using your normal action, Action Surge, Haste action, bonus action, and Feline Agility, and your reaction movement, you can move 60 feet in one round, 5,060 feet, or 843 feet per second. That's 575 miles per hour. For context, that's about as fast as the average commercial jet plane. To go faster, you cannot do so alone. You will need friends to help you to go supersonic. Have a druid friend that is also level 20 with you who's in Circle of the Dreams, courtesy of Xanthar's Guide. Druid Circle of the Dreams gain Balm of the Summer Court, which gives them a pool of d6s equal to druid level, and can spend as many as half their druid level at a time to heal an ally. Someone healed by this feature gains a bonus to speed equal to 5 feet per die spent, which lasts for 1 minute. This increases your Tabaxi's walking speed by 50 without multipliers. Along with your druid friend, you also have 1 alchemist artificer, from Eberron. One of the potions that they can conjure up is the Swiftness Potion, which allows the drinker to gain a plus 10 foot bonus to walking speed for 1 minute. Additionally, a transmuter wizard friend can create a transmuter stone at level 6, choosing the effect from the list, and giving whoever holds the stone the chosen effect. One of the effects is an increase of speed by 10 feet while the creature is unencumbered. We now have a walking speed of 770 before dashing at all. With your normal action, Action Surge, Haste action, bonus action, Feline Agility, and additionally a reaction, before all this nonsense, you can move at 8,580 feet in one round, which is 1,430 feet per second, or 975 miles per hour. The speed of sound at sea level is 767.269 miles per hour, and the current land speed record is just under that with 763.035 miles per hour. We have shattered both the sound barrier and land speed record in one fell swoop. But even this isn't enough. We can take it even further. Before any features, traits, magic item, we have a base speed of a mere 30 feet. We can do better than this by turning into something that goes faster. What can we find? 40 feet? Weak. 60? Lame. 90? We can do better. 120? Now that's what I'm talking about. If we look at the Quickling, a tiny chaotic evil fey creature from Volo's guide, we'll find just that. All we need to do is cast Shape Change to turn into one, and you'll keep your race, class, and magic item bonuses. How wonderful. You're only a level 2 wizard, so you'll need a spell scroll to do this. Sure, you'll need to succeed at a DC 19 intelligence check or the scroll is wasted, but let's assume you succeed, or at least have a bunch of backups. Sadly, you don't get that Elk Totem Warrior speed bonus while raging because you can't rage and concentrate on the spells at the same time. But the Barbarian's fast movement is still good enough to keep. In the end, this will provide a plus 75 base profit, bumping it up to 535 feet per turn. Now you've turned into a Quickling. Now that you are tiny and fey, you can achieve a velocity of 11,880 feet per round, or 1,350 miles per hour. Is this the end? Of course not. If we look at artifacts in the DMG, there's a table of random major beneficial properties often rolled into item. One of them is a plus 10 bonus to speed. Let's assume the best possible case and say you get it twice, as you can only attune to 2 artifacts, netting you a plus 20 to speed. If you are lucky enough to get epic boons by ceaselessly begging your DM until they give you one, there's one more thing we can earn. The boon of speed allows a permanent plus 30 increase to your base walking speed. I'll spare you the maths, but it comes out to a 13,640 feet per turn, which is 2,273 and a third feet per second, or 1,550 miles per hour. That's about the top speed of a fighter jet. The article also outlines a way to go as fast as an orbital re-entry vehicle, but I'm skipping that out for this video as it takes too many people and resources to be worth it. I think that article is worth a read. That being said, there's one more thing we can do I haven't seen anywhere else. This is mainly because the other builds want to build a sprinter, someone who can run as fast as possible. I'm more concerned with moving as fast as possible. To do this, we need to utilize speeds other than walking. We start, as normal, to turn into a Quickling. The build stays the same with the class and subclass levels and gets us to 535 feet per round without dashing. We cast Alter Self on ourselves, choosing Aquatic Adaptation, which gives us a swimming speed equal to our walking speed. Now we have a 535 foot per turn swimming speed. Remember when I said it would be important to make the distinction about whether certain buffs boost our speed or just walking speed? Now is when it matters. So let's figure it out. Monk Unarmored Movement gives us plus 20, Barbarian's Fast Movement gives us plus 10, the Mobile Feet and Longstrider each give us plus 10, and the Balm of Summer Court gives us plus 50 feet. That brings our base swim speed up to a wonderful 625 feet per round. We also need to determine which of our methods to double our speed will still work. Haste still doubles your speed and we get an extra action. Dash is still double your speed, and so does your Feline Agility. The only thing that doesn't work is your Boots of Speed. So, doing the math, that comes out to 6,875 feet per turn. Not as great as our walking speed, but it's a definite increase. And next, we move on to flying. Our druid friend casts Windwhack on us, giving us a 300 base flying speed, which undergoes similar calculation, which comes out to a 10,560 feet flying speed per turn. Now, adding it all together, we get 31,075 feet per 6 seconds, which is 5,179 and an eighth feet per second, or 3,531 and a quarter miles per hour. This is 4.5 times the speed of sound. I considered trying to get a burrow speed, but I couldn't find a good way to get one that didn't sacrifice some optimization for the build. And so, we have created a build that can defy all methods of breaking speed barriers in D&D. I couldn't have done this without some help from the people in the D&D Wiki Discord server and the creator of the YouTube video in the description. It's amazing that you could make it from Los Angeles to New York in just 41 minutes at that speed if you could keep it up. Sadly, attempting to do that would kill you in half a minute. I think this is demonstrative of the quest to make insane builds. You can create something insanely powerful, but its sheer power is often too much for even it to handle. This has been Talking Draconic, a series I'm doing about different TTRPGs, especially D&D.